Hello YouTube and welcome to Turmoil in the Toybox. I'm your host Aaron Hauser. Tonight we're going to be reviewing the Mcfarlane Movie Maniacs Series 1 Jason Voorhees figure. This is from Friday the 13th, Jason Goes to Hell, and this is the bloody variant. There's not a whole lot to this figure. It's a pretty good piece from the first Mcfarlane series of Movie Maniacs, and it's a little hard to find. You can still find it on Amazon for about 30 to 40 bucks depending on the seller, but the bloody variant by far is probably the coolest I've seen. Not a whole lot of articulation to this figure. It's got articulation, kind of a V-swivel at the upper hip, rotation at the waist, at the elbows, at the wrists, at the top of the shoulder, very limited due to the clothing. And then as far as the head, rotates slightly left and right. Very tight joint there. Does not come with a whole lot of accessories. Comes with the bloody machete and a backdrop poster that comes on a card. It does have a removable mask, but the mask will not stay in place. It would not for me, at least. It has a slight bump out that comes around the mouth of the mask so that it can fit into the character's mouth and hold it in place. But that's the only thing holding it. The face underneath is not that detailed. There's nothing really special. I think the Mezco Cinema of Fear Jason Goes to Hell version was a lot better looking. But this figure in particular, it wasn't anything really impressive under the mask, so I ended up actually gluing the mask in place just so it wouldn't keep falling off while it was on display. Give you kind of a spin around here of the figure. The detailing on these earlier Mcfarlane figures, here we'll tilt up a little bit. The detail on these early Mcfarlane figures weren't at their prime just yet. They were still slightly cartoony looking. As you can see, it's still very plastic, very thick looking, especially compared to some of the later pieces they released. The blood stain also looks more like dried ketchup, and some of it just looks like straight spray paint. So as you can see, this was definitely part of the earlier series. Wasn't their best piece to date, but it was still a cool figure. Like I said, if you have the option, as far as picking out a Jason from Jason Goes to Hell, I would probably go for the Mcfarlane version, or excuse me, the Mezco Cinema of Fear version. Like I said, if you have the option. I know it's a bit more expensive, but it's well worth it. So yeah, that's about it as far as this guy goes. Pros and cons. Pros, it's a very cool stance. I do like that it came in a bloody variant. Con, as far as the stance, you have to have him pretty precise with his legs or else he will tip over. It's a little wobbly. But that's about it. That and the fact that the mask, would not stay on. But other than that, I think it's a very cool figure, especially from the early Mcfarlane Movie Maniacs series. It's a pretty cool Jason to have. So if you're interested, like I said, it's still on Amazon for about 37 bucks with free shipping now. But yeah, decent figure, not that bad. Better Jasons out there definitely though. But yeah, that's it for this review. If you have any questions about the figure, just leave them in the comments below, and check out some of my other reviews. As always, thanks for watching.